Good evening, everyone. TGIF. How about I almost forgot to do my video tonight? I just got home, had girls' night out with one of my girlfriends, one of my best friends, Dr. Jada. And we went out and had dinner and drinks tonight, had such a good time. And I was going to go live when I was with her, but we just had a great time and I completely forgot. And I just got home and I'm literally like, okay, wait a minute. I literally took off my clothes from being out with my friend and why was I putting my bonnet on my head, y'all? Just now, I literally was like, I was putting on my bonnet. I took off these clothes and I was like, oh my God, I haven't done my video today. Time just got away from me today, y'all. I worked all morning, worked all afternoon, went out for dinner with one of my really best friends, and just got back in, and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't done a video. So here I am. Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Love you too, sweetheart. Love you too. Love your hustle. I love you too, love. Okay. Hey, honey. Hi. Is that Jessica? Hi, sweetheart. Hello, hello, Tori Roslyn. Hello, RLP. Hi, sweetheart. All right. Somebody said huge ring. Well, won't he do it? All right. So tonight, what am I talking about tonight? I didn't even read any emails yet. You know, we're about to plan our live. Hey, Paul. Hi, guys. We're about to plan the live session. So we're going to have guests coming on, sharing live. I might start that next week. We'll see. But I didn't check out any. You guys have been sending me really great emails. Keep them coming. Send your topics and questions to live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. That's live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. And my assistant is going to be asking you if you want to come on live with me, because I'm going to start doing live coaching and interviews and discussions and bringing you on live with me. So your camera on, split the screen, and we're going to have talks, like real dialogue, real conversations, guys, okay, about real issues that people are going through and questions they have. So we're going to do that live, and I think I might start that next week. So you want to make sure you tune in for that. And but I didn't go look at any of the questions right now to do a topic tonight, because I literally just came on and turned on the video because I'm really late. So how's everybody doing tonight? TGIF, how was your week? Anybody have any, Gotti said a civil discourse. Yes, we're gonna have just a conversation. Freddie, you want in? Send me an email, Freddie, at live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Send me an email, Freddie, of what you want to talk about and what you want us to talk about, what you want to share, discussion, to get my input, my point on it. Okay, and we'll make some plans. Good. Stock's looking good. Good. Awesome. Hi, Carrington Brown. Hi. Oprah says, great. Will this also happen this fall? Yes, it's something I'm going to do consistently. It's going to be the Rebecca Lynn Pope Show. And I'm going to bring you guys on. We're going to have real conversations, real talk. I really hope some fellas will join in as well, not just ladies, because I think the ladies would love to hear from some men. You know, if I bring some men on with us and really ask real questions and get real dialogue and real input, right? I think that would be awesome. We hear a lot from women, but I don't think we hear from men enough, right? So I think we're going to do that. But tonight, anybody got a question? Because look, y'all, it's been a long week. I'm tired. I got to get up and write in the morning. I'm planning to write all day tomorrow, get this book done for y'all. So tell me what you guys want to talk about. What's on your mind? Because listen, I had me like y'all, anybody don't know me, I'm a lightweight. I had 2 little Prosecco's at dinner with my girlfriend. 2 little Prosecco's, okay? And I'm like, whoo, I feel good. 2 little drinks, y'all. And I'm like, done. My little dinner. I came home like, ooh, I feel good. I'm ready to get in my bed. Then I remember I hadn't done my video. I was like, oh, crap. I gotta come live. It's a Rise Up challenge. All right, any questions? Anybody got any questions tonight? Jessica's like cracking up. I'm just being honest. Y'all know I keep it real. I'm like, look, I almost forgot about y'all tonight. It's Friday night. I'm about to go in here. A few months ago, we got a sleep number bed. And the sleep number bed, anybody that has listen, if you ain't got a sleep number bed and you ain't never tried a sleep number bed, listen, y'all, I swear to God, I have literally been living in that bed for months. Like, I have to remind myself to get out the bed. Like, I'll go take my laptop and get in my bed and work from the bed. It has a foot warmer. Like, this winter, it was like, honey, I didn't even want to get out of my bed. It has like, the bottom raises up at your feet. It'll sit you up so you can be laying in the bed with your legs elevated, the foot warmer on. Listen, I love it. All right, somebody had a question. Let me go back. Why is it not moving? Hi, Gotti Toro. Stay glowing with positivity, queen. Thank you, sweetheart. Those bubbles will do it. Listen, the bubbles get me. I love Prosecco, guys. That's how much of a lightweight I am. I can't drink liquor. I don't even know how people be drinking liquor, but I drank enough liquor back in the days, and I think that's what it boils down to. I had my party time, my party days, and honey, listen, I'm a retired hot girl. I can't do it no more. God done take the taste out my mouth. I can't drink, y'all. I literally can't drink. It don't even taste good to me. I don't even, ooh, Lord. How to rest. I'm learning how to be still. I feel like a kid. It's so hard for me. Deja, listen, sweetheart. You got to learn to quiet your mind. Yes, quiet your mind. We need that downtime. How do you deal with and set boundaries with manipulative elders, grandmothers? Tori, that's a good question. Because you want to be respectful, right? And you don't want to be disrespectful. What I start doing, Tori, and then I think this goes across the board, I take people in doses. Like, if there's certain people, like family members, elders, that you feel like you tolerate, I just take people in doses. I'm definitely not answering the phone whenever they just want to talk to me. I'm answering the phone on my own timeline. I'm going to eventually get back to you, but am I going to talk to you whenever you want to talk to me? No. I'm answering the phone when I'm ready. And over time that retrains people, Tori, to like get used to not being able to reach you whenever they want. Does that make sense? Like, over time, if you kind of start minimizing and backing up a little bit, they like get used to not being able to access you at will. So it's a retraining process, right? And I've had to do that with most of my extended family. You guys know all of my family's passed away, but like I have a large extended family in Ohio, but everybody's long distance, so I really haven't had to deal with that too much. But just like friends or people like that you kind of start to outgrow, or there's like a level of toxicity there, and they're not really trying to change and you have to start backing away. That's what I've done. Yeah, kind of just minimizing, taking them in doses, and they start to get the message. They start to realize that you're not quite as available to them as you were. They'll get the message. Why do some men rush into being in relationships? Joe Rose. Joe, I think that at the end of the day, you have to remember that there's men who, lots of reasons, just like why do women rush in, right? Being idealistic, wanting love really bad, wanting sex, afraid for you to find out more details and then not wanting to commit. So they try to lock you in faster because they're wanting to get you emotionally attached and locked in and committed before you find out. Maybe there's some things subconsciously they're ashamed of, or that they're running from, or details of their life that they're not necessarily proud of. So they're trying to kind of lock you in pretty quick. There's lots of different reasons why people rush in. And a lot of the times, I think with men and women, a lot of it can just be naivete. There's like a level of still acting like you're 18 and 20 years old where, you like somebody, you like me, we go together. You're just rushing in because it's like your hormones, and then it can become a pattern if you carry that into your 20s and 30s and 40s, right? Like to where that's just what you do. But it typically can be rooted in bad patterns, bad habits, or low self-esteem, or shame and guilt, or fears that they're not going to find love. So you try to make it happen really fast. When you do find someone you like, you tend to just kind of go all in real fast. But it still goes back to a lack of boundaries and a lack of vetting and qualifying at the end of the day. Because if you really know how much of a gift and treasure yourself, and you've worked really hard to build your own life and create a life you love, you have a lot to protect. You have a lot there's reasons to go slow, right? Because you understand that moving fast can put you at risk, put your heart at risk, put your money at risk, put your peace of mind at risk, put a lot at risk by rushing in with people that you haven't vetted. Oprah says, how do you love again after being cheated on? I would say, I hope I'm saying your name right, sweetheart. Therapy, coaching, healing. We have a healing course coming, guys. That's going to be really awesome. It's going to be a class that you're going to be able to take to work through some healing modules with the popes. And so we have that coming soon. That'll be a link you see coming up as we get ready to do the lives. I think we're going to launch the first one the first week of May. So Oprah, pay attention for that class. There will be a payment plan for that you'll be able to get that course and do some really deep levels of healing and forgiveness so you can let go and hit the reset button, on some things so you can believe again, trust again, open yourself up to really be able to trust yourself to date and be able to trust. I hope that answers your question, sweetheart, but it does take a lot of healing. Tanita says, I don't care about relationships. I want advice about personal growth and self-love. Okay, what's your question about personal growth and self-love, sweetie? Give me a specific question. Okay, give me a specific question, something you're working on, something you want to work on. Not retired, hot girl. Oh, honey, listen, that's why when people go on my YouTube and stuff and they talking like, oh, you're not a woman of God, you're not this, you're not that, because you curse at this and you do that. I'm like, y'all don't know me, okay? Like, look, I ain't no church girl by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't care what position or season you find yourself in life, honey. There's no denying your anointing. I prophesied to a woman one time drunk. See, this is the kind of stuff y'all, church people don't like to talk about this kind of stuff because it doesn't fit with religion. It doesn't fit with what we've been programmed to believe, that in order to be used by God or be anointed by God or be a vessel for God, you got to be in some perfect state or perfect person, and you're disqualified if you are, find yourself in different places in life. Bull crap. I'll tell you that one thing I know for sure. Your gifts are your gifts. Your anointing is your anointing. God, there is nothing that can separate you from God. I don't care what state you were in. I don't care what you just did. I don't care where you've been. I don't care who you've been with. I don't care any place that you have found yourself in life. God is with you. The only way you think that God's not with you is because you've been programmed to believe that whatever you're doing has separated you from God and you're not good enough to be in God's presence. Bull crap. God says there is nothing that can separate you from the love of God. Nothing. That in any state in your life, any status of your life, God is with you and in you at all times. I was in a club, y'all. I used to have this social club in Atlanta, hot social club. I was throwing parties all over the city. I had gotten divorced, y'all. I had, done everything that they told me I was supposed to do to have a good life. And my life went to hell in a handbasket. Had gotten married so young, been married for 10 years. I got single and started having fun. Grew this social club. We were having parties all over the city, people paying me to bring parties and bring people to different clubs and places. We were having a blast. And I'll never forget, I had thrown this party downtown. I think it was at Vanquish. And literally we were in VIP and section drinking, just having a good old time and dancing. And I went up to the bar. I was already tipsy, didn't need not near another drink. And I went up to the bar and there was this woman sitting there and I'm just trying to order a drink, trying to get through the line to get to order a drink. And literally all of a sudden God started speaking to me. I mean, just as clear as day. God speaks to me just clear as day. And I look and she's right there. She's sitting at the bar and God began to talk to me about the woman that was sitting right there at the bar. Guys, I'm tipsy. When I say tipsy, I looked at her and I said, sweetheart, I don't know who you are, but God told me to tell you. And I just ran everything down that God was telling me. See, this is the kind of conversation people don't want to have, okay? Real talk. Because for me, when I would drink, that's when my gifts are literally off the chain. They're off the chain now, but back then when I would drink, because I was under so much stress and anxiety and trauma and things that I was going through that divorce and everything I was going through, literally when I would drink is when you relax, right? And boom, it's like my gifts and God would just flow. I prophesied to that woman right there at that bar. That's what I say. Church stuff, guys, it'll get you so messed up. So messed up. What other things should you be focusing on other than your career when you are starting out of college? Your passions, your gifts, your interests, right? I think when you're right out of college, honey, it's a great time for you to really start doing self-discovery and self-awareness around what makes you happy. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You're at an age where you can literally make up your mind about whether you want to own a business or what kind of job you want to have, or just anything. How do you want to make a difference in the world? How do you want to give back to people? I mean, you literally all of those things, passions, interest, greater purpose, greater fulfillment on your life. The best advice I could give you is follow your bliss. Anything that makes you feel deeply fulfilled and makes you feel amazing, like you just get joy out of it. Follow that bliss. Follow the things that really make you feel alive. And even if it's things that you say, I don't know how I would make money with that, or I don't know, it doesn't matter. Just start following and doing more of what you love, and it will lead. One thing is like, it'll lead, just one thing will lead to the next, to the next, to the next. I remember being like in my 20s and people saying to me, you should be a talk show host. You should be, you're just so gifted at motivation. You're just so gifted at this. And it's like, you look back on conversations from when you were like, I was your age, sweetie. And it was like, who you are is who you are. Your gifts are your gifts. The writing was on the wall, like, of who I am and what I should be doing. I was pre-med in college, thought I was going to be a doctor. But to be honest, when I would really dream out loud and think about what I wanted to do, I saw myself as more of a psychiatrist, not really like an MD as a psychiatrist, psychologist, not as, general practitioner or surgeon or anything like that. I was really seeing myself more on the mental and emotional, psychological side of things. Well, I turn around and become a professional coach and a professional spirit-led coach, spiritual life coach, all of these things. Well, it's not really far off, right? Every time I sit down and I do like any type of a healing class or anything like that, and I'm sitting in a circle and I've taught classes and groups and stuff like that, and it just reminds me of my dreams when I was a little girl. So it's like, don't lose your dreams, honey. You're still young. Do not lose hold of your dreams. The bigger things in your life that you think about, that you think may make you happy, that you may really want to do, go for it. Go for it now. Go hard for it, right? Don't let anybody discourage you. Do not let anybody discourage you. You go for whatever you want to discover about yourself. Follow your bliss. How do you know if you're in love? How do you know if you're in love? How do you know if you're in love? That's a good question. I think that love is a lot of different things at different stages of your life. When you're 20 and you may have had, puppy love or first boyfriend in high school, first girlfriend in high school or something, love is just different at every stage. It's the butterflies and infatuation when you're young. It's, deeper, as you're in your late 20s and 30s, you meet somebody special and a little bit more about yourself. And I think that being in love can be very misleading and be very misunderstood. Because if you do not love yourself, what does it mean to be in love with someone else if you don't love yourself? I think I touched on that a little bit. one of the nights in my videos about how I think a lot of the time when people are looking for love, they're just looking to fill voids or give relief, to some pain or some issues, or feeling like they're not enough and they need somebody to help them feel better about themselves. I think love is many different things in different stages of life and different experience levels, wisdom levels. I think it's just different things. I think ultimately I would say, for me, falling in love with Carrie Pope and being in love with my husband, because a lot of married people are not in love. I would say you're in love when you are able to be you. When there is a level of authenticity and transparency, and you are able to show up and be loved and accepted for who you are, 100%. And I think there's degrees and levels of that make you feel like you're in love with someone. And then there's really special people where you really are able to be really 100% you. Somebody said, yikes, a lot of married people aren't in love. I was just discussing with Jada, Dr. Jada, one of my best friends. We were talking at dinner and she was saying there's this whole thing about sexless marriage now. She's a doctor. She's an MD. She has people come through all the time because she does a lot of hormone therapy and bioidenticals. And so she deals a lot with people's hormone balances and things like that. So the things that people are coming to her for, they end up discussing a lot of life issues. There's a lot of sexless marriages. She was talking about that. She said, I need to go research it and do a video on it because it's a real thing. Sexless marriage. It's a real thing. People are existing. They're roommates or something. I don't know. When people question my uniqueness, there's another question up here, babe. When people question my uniqueness, I always tell them to mind their destiny. Hey, it is a very individual thing. You have to definitely protect your dreams. Wait, why is Carrie Pope on our video, y'all? He said, not in the Pope's house. I said, Carrie, that's what I said to Jada. I said, who's getting away with this? What? Sexless marriage? Like, I said, if I even tried to get away with some no sex in my relationship with Carrie Pope, I told Jada, I said, Carrie is not having it. Okay? Not having it. What? Girl, Carrie would have us as the therapist, the marriage counselor, the MD, the PhD. We would have to have an intervention. I'm just saying, y'all, Carrie Pope, sexless marriage, it's a real thing, though. It really is a real thing. It really is. Anyway, my husband on here being crazy, y'all. Did y'all see our cute reel? Did you guys see our cute reel? The dope duo sweatshirts on? Wasn't that cute? I was like, oh, this is going to be cute. I didn't look. Somebody was like, Carrie's not, I'm a reformed sex addict. No, you ain't reformed. What is reformed about you? Oh, see, we ain't going to go into our business. Carrie Pope, you just need to stop. You are not reformed. Yeah, we did our cute little reel. Wait, why did somebody's like, over on YouTube, somebody said, wait, y'all are so corny, but it's so cute. I was like, that's us. We corny, but cute. Corny. Do you guys know that being in love is corny, though? Like, it's not cool. It's not like, being in love is corny. If y'all were around me and Carrie, like, for 24 hours, you would be like, oh my God, they are, like, y'all would be like, y'all get on my nerves. That's what you guys would be like around us. I already explained, no. Y'all know we getting older, so we ain't like all cool, playing it cool because we young and Can't let them know how much we into each other. No, we like, look, do you know how much I love you? I think Carrie said that when I just got home from being gone for a few hours. Baby, you know how much I love you? I know I love you too. Like, I couldn't wait to come home. I was ready to come home, be with you. Right? Y'all are cute and corny. Laugh out loud. Tori, like my aunt and uncle, I'm a fresh 24-year-old. Look, sweetie, cherish it. Cherish it. 24. Listen, babe, I got kids older than you, sweetie. Listen, live your life. You hear me? 24? Baby, listen. Believe in yourself. Tori, let me tell you something. I'm going to talk to Tori for a second. She's 24. Tori, if you were my daughter, I would tell you, whatever, Carrie Pope, I would tell you, Tori, that you need to become your own number one fan, boo. Tori, I need you to really listen to me. If you were my daughter, I would teach you how to believe in yourself to the point where you literally deep down believe that you can do anything you put your mind to. Anything. That's my mama gave me. It was the biggest gift. I wrote it in one of my books I'm writing. The greatest gift my mama ever gave me is that she taught me to believe in myself. From the time I was a little girl, my mom would tell me you can be whoever you want to be. You do whatever you put your mind to. My mom would tell me that like every day, every week, y'all. That was like an incredible gift. An incredible gift. Because if that gets down in your soul, in your spirit, in your core beliefs from the time you're like a little girl, a young little boy, that you inherently believe that you can do anything you put your mind to, well, that becomes part of your core belief system, and you literally go and try. You at least try. Do you guys know that half the battle with success is just trying? Most people don't even try. They never try. They talk themselves out of even trying. So guess what? There's no results because you won't even try. Because you doubt and you're scared. My mama programmed me to believe in myself so much, guys, that as I came into my 20s and I remember starting my first business, like failure never entered my mind. My mom never taught me about failure. So all she said is you can do whatever you put your mind to. You can do whatever you want with your life. You can be whoever you want. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to be whoever I want. So I didn't hesitate to start businesses. I didn't hesitate to go after the money I wanted. I didn't hesitate to go after the life I wanted. Did everything always pan out? No. But guess what, guys? When I would fail, it would be like, what just happened? Like failure didn't even cross my mind because I was so deeply programmed to believe in me that it can work, that it's gonna work. So I had to learn how to then process when something didn't work and tweak it and keep trying. But I think that it's such a precious gift she gave me, Tori, because at the end of the day, there is no quit in me, if that makes sense, right? There's no quit in me. There is this deep-rooted belief that I am made for greatness, that I can do anything, that there are no limits to who I can be, what I can do. And when you believe, because I think most people, especially Christians, were taught to believe in God, but nobody's ever taught you to believe in yourself. And that's not good. That's not good. That's not how God wants us to think. God wants you to believe in you. He can't work through you if you don't believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, it's very difficult for you to go and accomplish great things. So, Tori, that would be my advice for you. I would make negative thinking completely off limits. The minute you begin to doubt yourself, talk down on yourself, be fearful, anything, you need to take over your thoughts. I do this thing called thought shifting, Tori. I'll sit here at my desk some days. You guys, nobody's immune to fear. Nobody's immune. The thoughts come, the fears come, the doubts come. And guess what? I sit here and talk to myself. Not today. We ain't got time for this. Girl, you know you the bomb. You hear? Look, Tori, this is how I talk to myself. This is not your first rodeo. You know you need to get this done. God's going to bless it just like he's blessed everything else. It's time to go. We have no time for doubts and fears today. It's time to move forward. That's how I talk to myself, Tori. Literally, that's how I talk to myself. Deja said, that is so important. I'm 24 as well, and my mom did the complete opposite. It's a constant fight to not doubt my every move. So many ideas that were never birthed because her voice was so prominent. Sweetheart, you are not alone. Deja, let me tell you, that's most people. Deja, that's most people. Most people had negative influences that caused them to doubt themselves, beat themselves up, be afraid to even try. That's most people. Madeline says, I'm 21 years old and I hear your wisdom, but I feel like I would like to meet my purpose partner. Don't want to mess around and have soul ties. Well, just be very selective. Don't sleep with a bunch of people. Be very selective, be very vetting, be very qualifying. And at 21, it's more important that you come into who you are, because you can't say purpose partner if you don't know what your purpose is. So you don't know what the partner is to that if you don't know who you are, Madeline. Purpose partners are purpose soulmates, right? In other words, it's not that they're doing the exact same thing as you. It's that they are a soulmate to your purpose. So in other words, when this person comes and you guys connect, you guys can run faster and further together because you support each other and make each other better on your own purpose paths. Okay? So it's not about doing the exact same things. It's about making each other better and supporting each other to go further, right? That's soulmates. And so the most important thing you can do at 21 is work on you, back to follow your bliss, your passions, your skills, your gifts. Find out who you are and where you're going. And then as men come along, Madeline, you're going to have a very clear understanding of who is a fit for you and who's not, because you're already on your path. You already know the direction you're going in. And it's a big yes or a no when you meet people. Because it's like, no, you are not going in the same direction as me. That's never going to work. Yes, you do have the qualities, the direction, right? The compatibility for us to be able to do this together, and you're going in the same direction. Not exactly the same path, but the same direction, right? But that takes you getting on that for you to be able to vet. What are some books that you would recommend in regards to business? Because I'm 17 and I want to start taking control of my future and chase my purpose. For business, where's my business books? In business, one of the things you have to understand is that business people are leaders. So I would definitely recommend some leadership books to where you start studying leadership qualities, prophecy, okay? Leadership qualities. Because part of becoming and starting a business, becoming a businesswoman, and moving forward is really about cultivating the qualities that you already have and growing stronger and stronger in those qualities, right? So there's Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. It's a phenomenal book. Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. There's the Strengths Finder. What's that thing called? Care? What's that book, baby, that we recommend for the coaches? I got tons of books, guys. Here's Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. This is a phenomenal leadership book. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's a really good one. Oh, this one. This one's really good. Truth About Business. Truth About Business. Dana Derrick's. Okay? Exposing the truth that the top 1% doesn't want you to know. Really, really great business book. And I've got another one. Hold on. There's another one. Where's that other book by Simon? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to show her the books. I got so many books everywhere, guys. Okay, here we go. Start with Why. Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Start with Why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action. So leadership books, business books. That would be my recommendation, sweetheart. I have lots of books. I'm a bookie. Oh, I was about to use my mouse. Trying to use my mouse on there. Yeah, Goddess Lynn. I had to dial down my parents' voice in my head and listen to my inner voice. Yes, ma'am. Most teachings aren't empowering. Yep. I'm working on the intrusive thoughts daily. And it takes a lot of discipline. You got to think of like your mental mindset stuff, Tori, as like muscles. You got to practice positive thinking. You got to practice controlling your thoughts. When you get a negative thought, you got to capture it and say, no, I do not choose this thought. You got to intentionally shift your thoughts and choose different thoughts. Don't let negative, defeating thoughts take hold and run. The longer it starts to take root in your mind, then it takes root. You start having bad feelings. Now you're feeling down. The minute it comes into your mind, capture it, cast it down, replace it with a positive thought, and speak affirmations and positivity over your mind. So you retrain your brain how to think. That negative thinking literally becomes off limits. You don't even allow yourself to, it can't even hold it. You won't hold those thoughts in your mind. Tori says, I think you said in one of your videos that you just shake your head when the thoughts come. I started doing that and it helps so much. Yep, I call it the thought shifting technique. I also call it the Etch-a-Sketch. I wrote about it. So you just shake your head. Do you remember the Etch-a-Sketches, guys? And you shake it to clear the screen, right? And you like shake it to make everything disappear. Etch-a-Sketch. Shake it off. Shake it off. Nope, 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 nope. We ain't going there. Don't have time for this. Right? Replace it with a positive thought. Yep. Reject it. Anything you put your mind to is constantly strengthening your self-belief, self-worth, and self-respect. Yet people allow themselves and people to take a toll on all those three. Yep. Yep. I have lots of young people on here. You guys make me happy. I love that. Exactly what I needed to hear in this moment. I'm 22 and I'm living like an adult, carrying my family and siblings, studying, working, trying to live my life. Sweetheart, slow down. 22. I was a perfectionist. By 22, I was married, already had my first son. My second son didn't come along for a couple more years. By 22, I think I already owned like 3 houses. Guys, I pushed. When I say I pushed too hard in my young years, just being so grown, so fast, such a perfectionist, overachiever, acting like I just had to have it so together. You only get one chance to be young, guys. What advice would you give someone who just found their purpose and on the path to starting their purpose at 29 years of age? I think that's a perfect timing. These things don't come like overnight, guys. I think social media makes people feel like they're so behind. Go for it. Oprah, go for it. You're 29 years, go hard, put everything you've got into it. Go for it and don't look back. You're young. 29 is young. Oh, Tori says a faith-based book I would recommend is Believe Bigger by Marshawn Evans. Yep. How do you have chemistry with people you are not supposed to marry, but you end up hooking up with them? Well, you can have chemistry with just anybody you're physically attracted to. I mean, chemistry doesn't mean that they're relationship material. Chemistry at the end of the day, guys, is a chemical. It's about hormones, right? Hormones. Doesn't mean they're fit for a relationship. What was the name of the first book again? Oh, Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. Dare to Lead. Love her. One of my girlfriends said to me recently, the first place the devil attacks is the mind. That is so true. The battlefield is the mind. Joyce Myers wrote a great book about battlefield of the mind. Yep, that's where we're fought. Yep, Deja, I'm going to start working to retrain my brain. Good. Yeah, there's my Strength Finders. You're right. I did mention Strength Finders book, but I don't have it. I got books stacked everywhere, guys. Oh, this is another really good book. This one's really good. Emotion Code. How to release your trapped emotions for abundant health, love, and happiness. the emotion code. This one's really good, guys. This technique is really, really helpful. It can really help you to release pain and trapped emotions. This is really good. Okay, where am I going? Yeah. Carrie. Baby, what's the name of that strengths book? Remember the strengths test book that you give the coaches? What's that little book called? I think it's in there in the other office. Hold on, guys. I'm going to find it. Social media. Yes, 29 is so young in the grand scheme of things. It really is, babe. Here it is. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Strengths Finder. This one, guys. Gallup, right? Tom Rath. Strengths Finder 2.0. And you buy the book, and then you get a code in the book, and you go online and take the test to find your strengths. This is really good. Really, really good. Yep. All right, guys. Can an affair partner be a happily ever after? Yes, it can. Definitely can. Thank you, sweetheart. You know, guys, we're supposed to be seeing my little shorts. Like, you know, only supposed to be seeing from here up. I told you I was getting in bed. Business secrets. Could you show that one again? Here you go. This one. The truth about business. Truth about business. Exposing the truth that the top 1% doesn't want you to know. Dana Derricks. This one. I love that one too. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to get in my bed and go watch Mortal Kombat. The new movie came out. It's on HBO Max. We're about to go in here and watch the action. We love action movies. I'm going to try not to pop no popcorn because I don't need no more calories tonight. Oh, I got a new bait weight challenge coming. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna do what's called bait weight. I'm gonna do a bait weight challenge. I have a new workbook and book coming out and a course coming out about losing weight and what bait weight is. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna talk more about bait weight and the whole concept. I've trademarked that term and that phrase, and I'm gonna teach about bait weight when it comes to dating, which is just about being your best physically when it comes to dating. So I'm gonna share more about that later, but it's gonna be coming up this summer. Because I've literally sat in the house with COVID and gained weight, and I got to lose this weight. You're welcome, Tori. All right. Love you guys. I love all you young people being on here. Y'all guys have just blessed my heart. I just love it. We've had so far out of like over 150 coaches who have come through our coaching certification. We've had like 4 or 5 now that are like 22, 23, 24. And I'm like so proud of them. Like the work we do through coaching certification, guys, is heavy duty work. I mean, heavy duty work. There's the healing modules. The first 4 weeks are dedicated to just personal development and healing, just working on you. And when the coaches that have come through that are young, I'm so proud of them. Like everybody in class is always just like, wait a minute, like, I wish I had been doing this work at 22, 23, 24. You know what I'm saying, guys? So for the young people who are on, listen, when it comes time for us to do that healing class, and we're going to offer that like the first week of May, make sure you're in healing class. Because if you can do this deeper level work when you're like 22 in your 20s, guys, it's going to, oh my God, that'll change your life. That sets you up for so much success. Really does. Right? Listen, Tori, that's what we say about our young coaches. We're like, y'all about to be killing it. Learning directly from me. I'm your mentor. I mean, those are the people I mentor as our coaches, guys. I'm behind the scenes. That's my VIP inner circle, everything. I'm behind the scenes. That's all the work I do behind the scenes is with our coaches. So that's who I'm mentoring. They're beast mode, okay? Beast mode. I'm so proud of them. Yeah, turn up. You are awesome, Rebecca. I love your content. Thank you, Royal. Thank you, sweetheart. Royal. Royal, what's going on with you, Royal? Rebecca gets results 101. Liz, thank you, sweetheart. I was wondering about taking your coaching next year. Madeline, come on. We got young coaches coming through. Love your hustle. I did a coaching program through ICF when I was 26. I'm open to yours because I trust it's a great program. I'll do the healing course. Yeah, definitely do the healing course. Listen, our coaching certification, I'm just telling y'all, it's off the chain. It's got like 15 years of coaching and entrepreneurial, because a lot of it is like business school for coaches. The first 4 weeks is the healing modules and stuff, and you're doing all the personal work, and that's really heavy. It's really deep. Most people aren't prepared for that because they just went thinking they're coming in and getting a coaching certification. But then the next 8 weeks we spend on nothing but marketing and branding. And yeah. Royal says, I'm getting ready to relocate. Any advice? Royal? Sweetie? What are you going through, Royal? Right now? What are you going through? As soon as I said your name, sweetie, I just had some emotions come over me. What are you going through? What you got going on? Thank you, Tamita. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm getting ready to relocate. Any advice? Royal, what else is going on, Royal? You said you're getting ready to relocate. Yes, Tori, there will be an email. If you're on my email list, you'll get an email about it, and I'll be posting a link up when I do some videos. There'll be a link up for it, and you'll get an email. It's not released yet, Tori, but you will get notified. Yeah. Royal, as soon as I said your name, darling, I almost started to cry. I felt pain. As soon as I said your name, babe, I told y'all I have to keep y'all at arm's length when I'm on videos. Right? Why? Empathy. Empathy. Royal, send me an email, baby. Because you're hurting. That's why, Royal. As soon as I said your name, I felt your pain. As soon as I said your name. Sending you lots of love and praying for you, Royal. Yes, we are, sweetheart. We are praying for you and sending you love. Royal, you have been through a lot, sweetheart. There's been so much you've been through that you don't even give yourself credit for. There's stuff that you have survived and come through, and you don't even think of it as a lot because you've minimized everything you've come through to be where you're at today. So much you've been through, sweetie. And you don't tend to think of it like that because you just keep surviving and keep moving, keep growing, keep going. But you've been through a lot, darling. And it's taken a toll. And it's okay to admit that it's taken a toll. It's okay. Send me an email, Royal. Okay? Send me an email. live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. Send me an email, okay? Royal, you making me cry. Royal says I'm crying. You, as soon as I said your name, I had to make myself not cry. As soon as I said your name. Because that's how deep it is, baby. And you don't let yourself feel it. You keep it all at bay and just keep it all pressed down. Because you're afraid if you let the top off of all the pain and everything you've been through, honey, you're afraid that you'll fall apart. Okay, Royal done made me cry. I'm coming, Mr. Pope.
It's Friday night.
I know, wait,
You
he
know
coming.
your wife is at?
You can, connect. Nope, that's not the email, Royal. Send it to live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. That's the new email. Royal got me crying, baby. I said her name and boom, just like that. Was feeling it. Send an email to live@RebeccaLynnPope.com. That's the new email for the show. So send me live@RebeccaLynnPope. That's where my assistant's watching everything. And just send me an email, babe. Maybe we'll have you come on. We can talk about some things, okay? Thank you, Mondre Finley. Miss Rebecca, you're awesome. Your spirit is everything. This is my first time on your live. I'm just so happy about the young people on here, guys. That just makes my night. Y'all just don't know. Sweetheart, sweet, listen. You're right where you're supposed to be, Royal. Don't you dare apologize. There's no coincidences, darling. You're right where you're supposed to be. Just know that God sees you and hears you, or else you wouldn't even be on here right now. When's the last time you saw me say somebody's name and almost start crying? Never. Because I keep y'all. I don't let my gifts be flowing on these videos. I stay on topic. Think about it, y'all. You've heard me mention my gifts, but how many of you have ever seen me let my gifts be demonstrated? Right? All right, Royal. What does that say about you, darling? God sees you. He hears you, love. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Send me an email, Royal. Love everybody. That's right. You're right where you're supposed to be. Right where you're supposed to be, sweetie. All right. Send me an email, Royal. Okay? All right, guys. Good night. Blessings in abundance. Royal, well, hey. Look at God. Look at what God's doing. I've always wanted to meet and talk to you. You need to be in healing class, Royal. And we'll make it happen. Okay? We will make it happen. All right, sweetheart. So don't forget to email me. All right. Blessings in abundance. Happy Friday, TGIF. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.